Hello, everyone. I'm going to open this presentation up with a quote. Coretta Scott King, while reflecting on the importance of community engagement, once said that the greatness of a community is most accurately measured by the compassionate action of its members. Taking compassionate action is what we try to embody through our programs at Wheaton College in partnership with the Attleboro YMCA. Hello, folks. My name is Gracie Callaghan. I use she, her pronouns, and I want to thank you for clicking on this presentation video to learn more about Wheaton College's partnership with the Attleboro YMCA. I provide capacity building support for both Wheaton College and the YMCA as the AmeriCorps member. In this video, I'm going to expand upon my project poster and discuss a few YMCA programs that operate out of the Center for Social Justice at Wheaton College, as well as the YMCA in Attleboro. So you'll get to see both sides of it. Before we jump into the presentation, I'm going to first take you through some background on our project. Wheaton College has a partnership with the Attleboro YMCA aimed at maximizing the success of K-12 low-income students. This partnership focuses on the sustainability of the Reach and Rise program, as well as the virtual tutoring program, and a new program that will focus on food insecurity this coming year. As the AmeriCorps member, I developed a few new programs, closed down in-person programs due to COVID, created some transition documents for the next AmeriCorps member, pivoted to virtual programs due to COVID and to support low-income students and families. I researched next steps for the incoming food security program, and I implemented a virtual program to support incoming college students. So we were able to get a lot done this year, which is very exciting. And we can't talk about our volunteer programs and our programs in general without highlighting our partnership with the YMCA. We are so thankful to have the YMCA and Wheaton as community partners because we work together to support K-12 students. Together, we oversee mentoring programs, virtual tutoring programs, as well as food security programs, and so much more. Now it's the moment that we have all been waiting for. I'm going to take you through a few of our programs, so let's get to it. First, we have our Reach and Rise Youth Mentoring Program. This program supports 6th through 8th grade low-income students who have a history of behavioral challenges and could benefit from more opportunities so that they can realize their full potential. Our mentoring program attempts to bridge the opportunity gap. We recognize that stretched families can't do it all, and that's where we come in. We partner with local schools to identify, mentor, support, and develop 6th through 8th grade students who come from a myriad of diverse backgrounds and experiences. Our group mentoring program focuses on personal development, academic performance, social relationships, and more. Our mentors are crucial to the success of our programs. We welcome all Wheaton mentors, especially those who have similar lived experiences to that of our program participants. We also have Attleboro community members as mentors as well. And along with this, we also have a couple coordinated community efforts in response to the growing impact of COVID-19. We have our virtual tutoring program, which pairs K-12 students one-on-one with Wheaton tutors based on their desired learning outcomes, availability, and academic needs. Our tutoring program is pretty great, and it's something that we hope to be able to do in person soon. We had 16 program participants this year and 12 tutors over a duration of a few weeks in the spring. So it was very exciting, and the students got a lot out of it. And along a similar vein, COVID-19 has complicated food security across the country. In an effort to address this growing need, we are in the process of putting together a few opportunities that focus on matters of food security. So how has this helped? What impact has it had? This community partnership addresses pressing needs affecting K-12 youth in the greater Bristol County community. And I am so glad we were able to create intentional programs that were accessible during COVID. During the 2020 through 21 academic year, we had to reassess our target goals due to COVID, and we were able to serve K-12 students. We trained Wheaton volunteer tutors who committed to serving 2 hours per week for the spring semester. It was pretty great to be able to do that. And along with that, I also focused on capacity building efforts. I focused on leveraging resources from Wheaton College to support our programs in partnership with the YMCA. So I did the following. I closed out 3 group mentoring programs that supported around 30 K-12 students due to COVID. I assessed the need for virtual tutoring programs and then piloted our tutoring program for students, and it was online. I also launched a virtual program for incoming college students so that they could become more invested in community engagement efforts at Wheaton, and this was in partnership with the President's Office at Wheaton. And then, of course, as I've said in the past, throughout this entire presentation, we are going to be focusing on food security in the years to come. And so I did some research for the AmeriCorps member who will be coming in to focus on that effort. This community partnership is really cool because it adds capacity and support to anti-poverty efforts that support the Attleboro community. And the Attleboro community might not otherwise get this support, so I'm really glad that we made it possible. I'm also glad that I was part of this important effort, especially during COVID. It's really important, and I hope it continues. We also focused on the inequality that was amplified this year, as well as COVID challenges. So at this time last year, Wheaton College's partnership with the Attleboro YMCA focused on expanding 3 mentoring programs. We now find ourselves in a very different set of circumstances, an ongoing pandemic, and this has made creating virtual programs, especially for K-12 low-income families, challenging, to say the least. So with that in mind, we continue to focus on anti-poverty efforts, and this poster highlights just how we did that. We were able to pivot away from in-person programming to online programming and work to make the best out of a difficult situation. I was also able to create multiple social media posts for Wheaton social media accounts that focus on nonpartisan voting information, amplified inequality, and so much more. This is definitely a time that's going to go down in history, and I'm humbled by the fact that I was an AmeriCorps member at this time and that I had the agency discuss issues that impact our country on so many levels. The AmeriCorps member also co-designed DE&I programs in response to the ongoing anti-Black violence. I created a few programs that focused on identity development, diversity, equity, inclusion, and racial equity. And these programs were for AmeriCorps members, so we were able to come together and really think about how we could address the issues that are at large today. And that is all to say that this has been an incredible year, and I cannot wait to see what happens next. We have a few things in the works for the coming year. We're focusing on food insecurity, as I said before, and we are going to partner with relevant community partners to strengthen support low-income individuals and families in Attleboro, Massachusetts. And in the long term, this project will play an instrumental role in helping to ease the stress of families impacted by food insecurity during and post the COVID-19 pandemic in Attleboro, Massachusetts. We're also going to focus on developing grant proposals for funding opportunities to ensure our program's continuity. And finally, I know that there will be a focus on social media that continues to engage students related to racial justice awareness, cultural humility, racial equity, and maybe even educational equity. So we have a lot in the works coming up. So with that in mind, thank you for checking out this video. I know it was a little bit long, but I'm so glad I was able to share with you everything that we were able to do this year and everything that we are going to do moving forward. Show us some love on the gram, even cop a follow, so that you can stay up to date with our programs and events, and hopefully we will be able to connect in person soon.